Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about what is actually we are facing during this lockdown time in Germany and what is actually going on in Germany. So here is my husband Himanshu. You already met him on my previous video, and so let's start.
Hello.
We were in India in December. So in this from December to January 18th, we were in India, and at the time, I got in news that the virus started in China. But I did not think that it come this far. So I was just reading it on news and that they have locked down the city. And after that, we came back to Germany on January 19th, I think. And after that, life was just going on as normal here. And 1 month later, then that the virus reached Italy, and after that, naturally, it was also in Germany around at the
Last of February.
from last of February or at the start of March, I think it started in Germany. I have been working from home since around first week of March, and to speak frankly, there was not a complete lockdown in Germany like in India. So the many supermarkets, mall, movie theaters, restaurants, they all have been closed, but people are still allowed to go to work. But many
There are
people,
lots of supermarkets is open and till now, and yeah, so many people are just walking the road.
so at the start of the lockdown, many people had many problems regarding stuffs like toilet paper, ginger, and many other things were run out and also flour, rice, noodles. Those things were not available in the supermarkets because many people were buying a lot of them, thinking that they are going to close down the supermarkets. So yeah, so people who were living in the city areas, they face problems because
Lots of problem they are facing.
we stay outside the city, so it's not very populated here, and we have a very small shop near our home where we get our groceries. So we didn't face any shortage most of the time, except the toilet papers. And as of now, there is no shortage, so everything is available everywhere. As soon as the lockdown or the measurements were taken, there were also measurements regarding the public transportation. For example, in bus and the tram, the tickets should be taken beforehand. So the bus driver was not selling tickets anymore, and one should get into the bus from the backside. Before the lockdown, people were supposed to get into the buses from the front side, but since the lockdown started, they have placed this rule that so that the drivers remain safe, it's mandatory to get into the bus from the backside. They have made wearing mask mandatory in all public transportation, and if they don't wear, the police might get you some fine, and also in the supermarkets and also in the public transportation. So the rules, for example, social distancing, wearing mask, they came at a later point of time, not at the beginning of the March or February. So that's why there is a high number of infections. I think currently it's around 1,74,000. But the recovery rate is also very high. So there are very few deaths as compared to other countries. So the people are not very frightened about this, and that's why the measures were taken. For example, wearing mask was made mandatory, I think 2 weeks back. And then every shops also, they are limiting the number of people that can go inside at a time, so that there are minimum amount of distance between among people. And some shops are keeping sanitizers at the entry of the shop so that people can sanitize while going in and also coming out. So those measures are there, and I can go to office if I need to use some things that is in all my office and I don't have access from my home. So that is also allowed, but there are strict rules. For example, only two people are allowed in one floor, not more than that, and they have also created different sections for people working in different teams. Yeah, so and then they also have to talk with their managers before coming to office. So I have seen those regulations in my office. I'm not sure about other companies. And then regarding the economic situation, Germany has started a thing called Kurzarbeit. So many businesses are going down. So the companies who are not able to earn money at this time, they can apply for the Kurzarbeit, which in English it's will translate to short time work. So for example, if a company has like 50% of reduction work, so they are not firing the employees, but instead they are applying for the Kurzarbeit program, which means the company will pay only for the 50% of the time of the employee, and they will only work 50% of their time, actual time that they have in their contract. And then the rest of the salary they get from the government, so that the people don't suffer much. So that is a good thing that is done by the government. And also for the people who are running their own business, for example the restaurant or
They are facing lots
freelancer.
of loss.
Yeah, so
during
since
this
since they
lockdown.
are facing a lot of issues during this time, they can also apply for some survival package, I think. And then they get the money from the government directly, and many people have also got this help from the government. So there is not much very chaos regarding the economic situation. So many people have lost jobs in spite of having the Kurzarbeit program. Some companies are still firing people, and I have got to know incidents about many people getting fired from companies. So it has still happened. Yeah, but yeah.
Lots of foreigners they lost their job here. Yeah, they are really facing lots of problems during this lockdown. And
Yeah, but the thing is, the government, they are not like throwing them away immediately. So in case some people have expired visas or something like that, they have also extended them automatically, so they don't face any legal issues. So the government has extended the visas for all the people whose visa has expired during this time, since the government offices were also closed. And then so people have to first make an appointment via email or letter, and then they can only go to and extend their visa. So currently those offices are also closed, and that's why they have extended these visas of all the people whose visas were expiring.
but what about the those are applied for visa, no? German visa.
Mhm.
Those who are
Now visas are also not being processed currently. The embassies are also closed. They have also communicated to the people who have applied for visa that the offices remain closing. If it is closed at the moment, so they will have to apply at a later point of time, or maybe their appointments are postponed. After remaining closed for all exactly for 2 months, March and April, there were some measures which were taken at around April 15 to relax the lockdown. So they have started opening some stores. For example, the shops or the places whose size is less than 800 square meter. Those places were open at starting from April 15. And after seeing the condition for around 2 weeks, that so that the infection rate were not going up, announced that they are starting to open all other shops as well from April 30. So as of now, the shops are open, most of them. The saloons, they are open, the playgrounds, parks, and everything, they are open.
But not restaurants are still closed.
Yeah, the restaurants are still closed. They only offer to take away service, but people cannot sit and eat there. And Germany is doing a lot of tests so that they get to know the real number of actual infections. So they are doing quite a lot of tests, I think. The hospitals, they have much capacity in Germany. So the number of ICU beds are, I think, the highest in Europe, in 1 million people. And as of now, many of them are empty. So I read in some news that the people who are generally sick, they are afraid to go to hospital currently because they think there are many people suffering from corona and they will also get infected with corona, so they are also not going to hospital. But again, there are not many corona infected people as well, so the hospitals are working less than their usual occupants level, so they are not very occupied as of now. So the test for the coronavirus is also free. So the public health insurance that the people have is taking over the cost for the test. So people don't have to pay any money for doing the test. Regarding travel, international travels are not allowed. Any kind of travel, I think Germany has closed borders with neighboring countries, so people are unable to travel with car to neighboring countries without a proper urgent reason. And regarding air travel, I think there are some flights operating as of now only during Europe. I'm not sure about them. And regarding long international flights, I don't think it's happening as of now. India has and started some repatriation flights which are taking people from Germany to India in case some people are facing problems here. So I think it will start around next week. Some of them travels within the country is allowed. I think by the train or the trains are running as usual, but
But borders are still closed.
yeah. So but people can travel within the country in case they have some reasons.
So now we can finally say that Germany won the fight.
We cannot say that really right now. We still have to see the conditions in the coming weeks. But I think Germany is going to recover from it. There are very few less cases, very few less active cases. So I think the situation is improving and the government is taking proper measures so the situation will improve.
Government takes very seriously this situation, and they are doing lots of things.
So the measurements were taken very fast. So things are not very fast here. Most of the time they are slow since the government things are always slow. But during this pandemic, the things happen very fast. So as soon as Angela Merkel gives the announcement regarding the close down and the rules and regulations, they happen immediately from the next day in the every city and every district. So there were no delays and no hesitation or no opposition for that decision. So people took them seriously as soon as Angela Merkel gave the remarks. So yeah, so this pandemic can be only be overcome if everybody take them seriously. So it's not just the government; the people also have to take them seriously and follow the rules and regulations that the government put them on. So since the people took them seriously and acted accordingly, that's why the number of infections were going down and the situations improved. I'd like to say that this is a very difficult situation for all of us, and this can be only overcome by the people with patience and taking the measures seriously. So listen to what the government or your authority is saying. So and only then only we
And
can
follow
overcome.
them, please.
Yeah, and follow the rules and regulations that the government is trying to put. It's not like they are trying to kill you by staying with you at home. So I know it's difficult to stay at home all the time. Even I am facing difficulty staying at home all the time. But still, we have to take those measures seriously because it's like the question of life and death. Many people are still dying from the virus, and yeah. So as of now, we are healthy and we don't have any issues with ourselves. So yeah. So I hope everyone watching this video is also healthy and please.
So at last, stay healthy and stay at home and be safe.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Wear gloves.
Wear gloves and anything we left. Wear
No.
masks.
Yeah, wear mask if it's mandatory.
Yeah, that's it, and hope you will like this video. If you like it, please like, comment, share, and please subscribe my channel, and please share this video with your parents, with your friends, and your family group. So yeah, we are fine to go.
Yeah.
So see you on my next video. Till then, bye.
Bye.